Hello, we're going to cover some very basic color theory which we're going to use in another video to change the colors of an image to make them nice and pretty, like this, starting from this one and turning it into this one. It's the one about harmonious colors, so if you want to follow on with that one. So let's start off with some color theory. So let's go to our basic colors: red, green and blue. These are the basis of color monitors, televisions, camera sensors and even our eyes. And if we take these colors and mix them together, red and blue, we get magenta and so on, red and green, yellow, blue and green, mix to cyan. And particularly we see this when we're shining lights. This is not about mixing paint, it's about mixing emitted colors. So if we shone 3 spotlights, red, blue and green, together onto a white screen, where they overlapped, we'd get these secondary colors. So we get RGB and then we get CMY. It's easy to remember the opposites because they go in the same order: RGB, CMY. R is opposite to C, G is opposite to M, B is opposite to Y. So back with these, but we can continue this process. We can split them up again. What if we combine magenta with red, red with yellow and so on? This now gives us 12 colors all in a circle. And it is a circle, it's quite useful. It goes all the way around and comes back to the original color. And we could keep going on this. 12 is useful for a number of purposes, because it divides up quite nicely into, 2s, 3s, 4s and so on. In fact, it's a smooth circle. This is the color wheel going all the way around circles here. From the outside it's the saturated color. On the inside it fades all the way into white. We could also fade it into black or fade it into grey, and this we can see and we can do with the HSL, hue, saturation and luminosity in Affinity Photo by changing these controls. And see the saturation fades to grey, luminosity fades up to white, which is what this original wheel here, it fades there as you increase luminosity. If you turn luminosity down, this would go into black and saturation would go into grey. So let's go back to this and look at how we can get colors which go nicely together. The first one is just to take the opposites. Start with red and it goes nicely with cyan. You can put those together and they would work as a complementary pair. And this is what it is. It's 2 colors. You just take them opposite on the color wheel. This is 12, but the original color wheel, the full color wheel we saw, you can go opposite in any case. When you get 3 colors, you can just take 3 colors next to each other. On the color wheel, you're just taking the same angle either side. And so red goes with rose and orange, and any 3 colors next to one another here are called analogous. Triadic is taking an equilateral triangle, RGB, CMY, but also things like rose, chartreuse and azure. Those go together nicely too. What's called split complementary. I didn't make up these words, by the way. These are the names that get used. Somebody who likes words invented them for us, and like aren't they kind. So here we go, sort of skip colors. We go sort of an angle here, this one across this one, and then take the opposite one that's split between the two and go straight across. And that's split complementary. Accented analogics like split complementary, but we include a color in between because now we're getting to 4 colors. Tetradic, you take a rectangle there of colors, so rose, orange, spring, green and azure can go together. And square, so red, chartreuse, cyan and violet can be used nicely together, and any colors on their full color wheel that form a square. So there's the basic color theory. A little quick bit in here, and that's that in Affinity Photo, those things we just looked at, we can create them, and we'll talk about this in another video. But if you go to color here, click on here, create color chord, and here they are in all nicely for us to create sets of colors. We do this in combination with swatches, but we're going to talk about that in another video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.